Hi, I'm Miss Hendra. I'm an English teacher at Sheldon School, and I wanted to talk to you first of all about the book that I'm reading at the moment. It's called Vesper Flights by Helen Macdonald, and it's all about her experiences with nature, but linking that to ideas in modern life. The essay in there that I've just read is the title essay called Vesper Flights, and it's all about those groups of birds called swifts that you see flying in swarms above us at this time of year. It was a really lovely essay, and I find her insights into how nature connects with us every single day really interesting. So on that topic, I wanted to read a poem to you called Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Daffodils. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay in such jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. I really love this poem. It makes me think of this time of year at spring when it's getting warmer and lighter, all the flowers start to come out. And I really enjoy how in the poem there are some quotes where Wordsworth uses dance to extend a metaphor of celebration and joy throughout the whole poem to make us think of all the happiness that we get in spring. You might have noticed that next to me there are some flowers on the desk here. This is a project that I really like doing, and I wondered if you might like to join in with it as well. So I'll show you how to do it. Maybe you can have a go at it yourselves. So it's a bit Blue Peter. I'll take you through step by step what you do. First of all, you find a piece of yellow paper like this, and you fold it and then cut it until you get a flower shape. Now I'm going to do this really quickly because I've got one that I already made here. So you fold it and cut it like this, and then hopefully, if this has worked, you get a lovely flower shape. Now the special thing about these flowers here is that they have quotes from the poems written on them. So for example, this one has got quotes written on there about daffodils. So for example, a host of golden daffodils, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I picked out my favourite quotes from the poem that made me feel happy and reminded me of spring coming, and I decorated the flower with it. So you can do the same thing. On your flower that you just cut out, choose some of your favourite quotes from the poem and write them around the petals on the edges. Now when you've done that, you can turn this into a 3D flower by taking another piece of card and cutting frills along the edge like this. You'll need some sellotape, so you might need to ask somebody to help you with the tape and scissors for this. So you take some sellotape and you tape your orange square into a tube with the frills at one end, and then you attach sellotape to the ends like this, here and here, and then you can stick that down onto the flower, and then you get this 3D shape like this. Then you take a piece of green card like this, and you can roll it up into a tube, or a triangle is actually quite a lot easier. And again, you tape that onto the back of the flower here. Okay, so when you've got your piece of green card rolled up, you take that and your flower, and you use a piece of sellotape again just to tape the green card onto the back of the flower like this. Okay, it should stand up on its own then. And you can even take some more pieces and attach them here like leaves to decorate it even further. And once you've done that, you should have a flower that's got all of your beautiful quotes from your poem, and you could make a display out of them like I have here. So you could make all sorts of different kinds of flowers, different shapes and colours. So I've got a few challenges for you to choose from. First of all, you could create your own version of the paper daffodil, following the instructions that I just gave you there, and decorating it with quotes from the poem by William Wordsworth. Or you might like to try and find a poem about a different flower and make a display appropriate to that one. You could choose anything from nature really and create a beautiful display for your classroom or at home. Or if you're feeling really creative, you could even write your own poem and choose a really interesting way of presenting it to celebrate nature and spring coming. So I hope you enjoy one of those tasks. Thank you for listening to what I was talking to you about today. I hope to see you really soon at Sheldon. Bye everyone.